We recently took a 3-day, 4-night cruise to the Bahamas. And in this video, we'll tell you our thoughts and experiences. We are Ron and Bev, and we hope you'll follow us on our retirement journeys.
We're waiting for our Lyft driver. We get ready to take a cruise. We're in the embarkation process.
This embarkation process was so easy.
It was easy and smooth and fast. We got an inside room because it was less expensive. It also, being in the middle of the ship, doesn't roll as much when the waves start rolling.
I feel like my life is flashing before my eyes.
When we first got on the ship, like most people, we were looking for something to eat. It was afternoon, and the only thing we could find was out by the pool. There was hamburgers and that kind of thing, so we thought that's what they were offering up. But as it turned out, we were missing a huge buffet. Are you
this
happy?
is going to be too much fun, I'm telling you. I see Wade happening this week.
Are you speaking to me? One of the first things we did after eating was explore the ship. Like many others, we were just looking all over.
There were 12 floors on this ship, and so we explored them all.
Hello. We're just having coffee.
Besides the dining room, they also had several specialty restaurants, none of which we went to. I feel like the food is so good on a cruise anyway, I really don't need to pay extra to go to a specialty restaurant.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. I know the food was good because I gained a few pounds on that cruise. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Well, thank you. Is it okay if we look in?
Yes, of course.
All right, thank you. One of our favorite places was the Sky Lounge, up at the almost the very top floor, like 11th floor, right up in front of the ship.
Up in the front of that lounge, you could look right out over the front of the ship as it was moving along. They had entertainment there, they had games. It was really a games area especially. A lot of fun things.
Trivia.
Trivia, yeah.
Each night we went to the dining room and we were treated like kings and queens.
Oh, that's for sure. Bev hasn't been able to maintain that level of service since we got back.
Or, as my mom always said, men are always on a cruise.
I've heard that plenty of times, believe me. But yeah, we were treated like royalty at the evening meal in the dining room. It was wonderful. We had the same waiters. The food was great. We were right by a window. It was a wonderful, wonderful place to have dinner.
The next day we landed in the Bahamas.
We're in Nassau, Bahamas,
and we're going into town to see the sights.
There was quite a bit of walking to get into the port. Once there, we took a horse and carriage tour after some negotiation with the driver.
The island of Nassau is very small, 21 miles long, 7 miles wide. The population here of Nassau is over 400,000 people on the island of Nassau, okay? This downtown, basically the main street. The pink and white building there hosts a parliament. General elections every 5 years. You have a prime minister, rules the country. That's where you go to set the rules on the island, and also parliament, okay? The statue in the middle there is Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria also emancipated slavery in the Bahamas, August the 1st, 1838, okay? And she also ruled the island for 65 years. Also on the island, 1 gallon of gas on the island is $7 for a gallon of gas. A gallon of milk, $8, okay? Wow. Our national flower is called the yellow elder. It's a national flower, the yellow elder. The national tree is called the linden whitey. The national fish is the blue marlin. Most all the old buildings here are made of limestone rock and cement. All limestone cement, all the old buildings is limestone cement, okay? Now we're going across here, it's called Victoria Avenue here. Victoria Avenue is named after Queen Victoria, okay? Now most of the streets and buildings,
Hey, that's you,
Victoria
number
Avenue
one.
is named after Queen Victoria, okay? Now, most of the streets and buildings are named after the Queen or their ancestors because they were once ruled by the British, okay? I want to tell you guys, the Bahamas, they became British colony in 1707 until 1973, okay? July 10 passed last year. We celebrate 50 years of independence, July 10. Homes here, the private homes on the island, where the people live on the island, okay? That's the water tower there, the highest point on the island, the water tower. Over 225 feet above sea level, the water tower. Also on the island here in the Bahamas, Michael Jordan has a homie on the island, Tiger Woods, Johnny Depp, Oprah, yes sir. List goes on. The reason why too is no tax on the money, okay? Yeah. An American dollar equals a Bahamian dollar. Same value here. It's $1 for $1 on the island, 1 for 1. In the Bahamas, our national color is pink. The national color is pink. Government schools are painted yellow. Education is free for the kids at the government schools, okay? The payment education is our private schools, but the government schools, free for the kids. Education, connection, right quality. Here's a tribune here, dated back in 1903. Tribune. Ah. Our banyan tree, over 175 years old. Here is the American Embassy now. They're going to go to the American Embassy. Also in the Bahamas, we are First Nation Thing. Article building there is a public library museum, 1873. Article building, public library museum, 1873. Here are the line of members. All the soldiers fighting World War II.
What is that?
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the center.
Yeah, okay.
And then after we got off of that tour, we went in to see the shops. And a lot of the shops were things that you would expect when you get off a cruise.
Yeah, typical shops in a tourist town. We did, while we were walking around town and seeing the various shops and streets, we did make it into a place we had planned to go, and that was the Straw Market. It's a very famous place there, and just packed with little stalls. All the Bahamians who sell all kinds of things in that little tight place. But it was really interesting.
Some of which they make themselves.
Oh yeah.
There was a woodworking area where a lot of them were working on their product.
Right.
See, it's over this.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Now you see what it is.
We stayed in the downtown area. In regards to the safety, I never felt unsafe there.
We had heard some reports that tourists were encouraged to be careful, that there had been some incidents, but we didn't see or experience any of that.
While we were out exploring, we started realizing that the water was so turquoise.
Oh, that's
clear.
one of the things that we couldn't get over it. It's just gorgeous.
This whole area, when you first get off the cruise ship, you go through a long walkway, and then you come out onto this market area that's obviously new, and everything was pristine and colorful buildings, and there were stalls where people were selling things. But it seemed like a bit of a facade to me, like it was built just for the cruisers.
And that could very well be. There was quite a long walk back to the ship from the market area, especially for a guy who's had 2 knee surgeries in the last 2 years and needs a third.
Yeah, I wondered how you were doing with all that walking.
There was a price to be paid.
After we had seen the town, we decided to take a boat ride over to the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort, which is so famous. You've seen it in pictures.
Oh yes, we've all seen pictures of that. It's a famous place. And, we took a boat ride over there and then had to walk a ways. And
there was quite a bit of walking from that point to get to the resort. We thought it would just be around a corner, around the block, but it was quite a few blocks again. And when we got to the resort, we could walk through the casino. There were also some shops, and then we could walk outside and see a beautiful view of the resort. But you couldn't go any further than that, or you had to pay a day fee. And that day fee was quite expensive. It was really too late in the day to even think about it.
Not that we would have done it. But
I asked, I can't remember what the fee was, but it was over $200. That would have allowed you to get in and see and maybe even do a lot of things. I think you could have seen the aquarium and perhaps gone to the water park there.
And perhaps some of you have been to that resort. I don't know, but it is a beautiful, beautiful resort. Just restricted if you're not a guest.
When we came back, the boat took us back around to the edge of the city again. So we had that long walk back through.
All over again.
Back through the market area and back to the ships. But when we got to the long walkway, we did catch a golf cart shuttle.
Yeah. And by the way, Nassau is a very busy little city. Very busy, heavy traffic. Lots of horns, driving on the other side of the road, as the British did.
Our driver did say the left side's the right side, and the right side is suicide. Having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
We're relaxing out on the side, whichever side this is.
On the shade side.
On the shade side, that's where we are.
Wait just a second. I'm enjoying this.
No, come help me out.
What's the matter?